Good morning and happy Monday, doll fam. We are starting another week. That's right. This is the third episode of the new Monday Coffee. These are the days that fill your week. And this week's going to be a little challenging because my kids are out for spring break. Most parents would probably be losing their minds, but this is my favorite time of the school year, is anytime there's breaks, because my kids are my best friends. So I decided to take my kids out to the park today, so that's where we are headed. Might get a little snacky afterwards, which is the reason I'm going. Might push my baby in a swing, but I think that it's important to take advantage of these times with our kids because they spend so much time at school and I miss them. I want more time with them, so I'm going to take advantage of the time that I do get. So that's where we're headed. So I hope you guys are starting your week as fun as going to the park. So, little Miss Lucy Joe needed a milk break, so we are sitting here having some milk, yeah, having an early lunch. The boys are playing right in front of us where we can properly see them, or this wouldn't be happening. I would be milking her in the middle of everything. It's always like driven me crazy, parents who will sit in their car and let their kids go play so far away from wherever they are because there's no way they could get to their kid in time. Like, that's one of my pet peeves, is going to the park sucks. Like, as an adult, most adults don't want to go to the park because it's not fun and you just sit there and you watch your kids play on super dirty things. I grew up in the parks though. I grew up in the park all the time. You know, we were homeschooled, so there wasn't a lot of other activities that we did because we like nothing with friends and nothing school related, but we always got to go to the park. I grew up spending so much time in the park, whether it was the park right around the corner from my grandma's house. I grew up in Cerritos, and right around the corner was a park called Jacob Park, and we used to get to walk up there by the time we were like teenagers, and I was always in charge and I thought that I was like this badass. But me and my cousins would go up there and we'd swing and we'd hang out, and it was just, it's what we knew, it's what we did. My mom spent so many hours just sitting in the park. And this was before like smartphones, so it's not like she had a smartphone to play on. She never took a book. She would just sit for hours and let us play. And she would always pack coolers, so we always had snacks and drinks. And she would find a spot in the park and she would sit and we would just all go play. And we all had our own whistle. Like, she made us all whistles and she had a whistle. So if anything ever happened to any of us, we just would blow our whistle. We each had a whistle. And she had a whistle. So when we heard her whistle, we knew it was time to come back to where she was, and we would come running. And I remember getting stuck in a tube once and I couldn't get out, and I was so little. And I blew that whistle for all I could. I blew it so hard, and sure enough, my big brother, my big sister, my mom, everybody came running, thinking, I'm sure, that it was more dramatic than it was. But I was just hanging from this tube that I was too short to get down from, and it was all I could do. But she would sit. My mom was so patient. And sometimes we would do like park hopping, where we would get bored at one park and my mom would take us to another park. And then sometimes we'd get really lucky and she would take us for Happy Meals at McDonald's afterwards. But my mom was always such a patient mom, like, for the most part. She had her moments, but none that like I can think back on and think, oh, you know, my mom had this moment or that moment. I don't remember those moments, but I do remember always getting to go to the park or get to play outside. She'd sit outside for hours. She'd sit in parks for hours. And I mean, we had a great childhood because of it, me and my cousins. But so I'm a park person. I like taking my kids. They love it. Kids love the park. They love to run and jump, and you gotta take moments. I mean, even if you're an adult, there's gotta be something that's just, it's just fun. It's just to let off steam. It's to, you know, whatever it is. I think it's important, and parks just do that for kids. They love being able to just go crazy, and it's their thing. So I'll always be a park supporter, that's for sure. And soon enough, little Miss Lucy Jo will be big enough to do it too. But until then, we just like to watch. But it's Monday. Over and out. Hey doll fam. So it's Tuesday. If you guys don't remember, yesterday I took my kids to the park to start off spring break. Well, there was a lady that approached me that works in like one of the city buildings organizing. She wanted to let me know that they were having a big spring break bash. I kept trying to get my kids to go over to the playgrounds because I was like, if they don't hear this, I'm not going to feel obligated to take them, because I'll feel bad that they hear something fun is going on and I didn't take them. So am I a bad mom if I don't take them? So I'm like, go to the playground. But my oldest, he's like, oh, if a stranger's talking to mom, I'm going to make sure I don't have to get her out of this situation. He's like thinking it's his time to shine. If you guys remember from last week's episode at Walmart, the guy that cornered me in Walmart to talk to me about his business, and I was too nice to tell him to fuck off. Yeah. So my kid was waiting. He's like, do I need to start screaming? I have to take a shit or something. But I eventually got him to go over to the playground. But he still heard. So in case you didn't figure it out, I'm putting makeup on because now I'm going to this event. And this event is going to be like a whole bunch of people from around town that I might in fact run into again. So my anxiety is like 30. I'm hoping nobody tries to talk to me. Maybe I can do angry makeup. So nobody wants to talk to me. They're like, nope, not that girl. We're not trying to schedule a play date with her. Nope, we're not going to ask her to volunteer at some event at 6 o'clock in the morning. Nope, look at her. She's got angry eyes. Oh, that would be awesome if I was like Mrs. Potato Head in Toy Story when she's like packing for Mr. Potato Head and she's like, I'm gonna pack your angry eyes. Wish I had those angry eyes. And then I would patent and sell them if they worked. And then everybody could have a set of angry eyes to wear out in public. Man, I'm really reaching to get out of this. But no, we're gonna go. We're gonna go and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be no big deal. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's gonna be a big deal. You see, the problem is that I'm great at socializing, right? Like that's one of the things my anxiety does. It makes me very talkative and very friendly because I'm trying to overcompensate for the madness that's going on in my brain. So I seem really approachable. I seem really nice. Everybody's like, oh, you're so friendly. You're so sweet. You should come and volunteer with us. And I'm just like, oh my God. And then my niceness, my over niceness is like, yeah, totally. We should go. 100%. I'll be there. Psh, I'll help you. What else do you need? Do you need me to be anywhere else? Like I'm all of a sudden advertising for myself. My heart is going a million miles a minute. I should have just jumped on the bandwagon and been like, nope, sorry. You're serving food in a public place. I can't make it because I don't, I'm not interested in dating the coronavirus live fester party. That's not true. I'm just talking shit. I'm not even worried about that. So, disclaimer, I'm just being an asshole talking shit because I'm freaking out. So I just really want to log this emotion right now. Like, I'm really freaking out. I'm really freaking out. I think I'm spiraling into a panic attack. See, I've been really hard on myself lately when it comes to my anxiety and my interaction and my involvement and what I do and don't do. lately. Like super, super hard on myself because I feel like I'm getting worse and I'm just going the wrong direction and I need to do more, but I don't want to do more because then that means I have to go through this and I don't want to go through this, so I just don't do it. But not today, not today. Today we are really pushing ourselves to do something that's gonna bring our kids lots and lots of happiness. Because they're gonna have so much fun. They're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be fine. But, whoa, my focus is messed up on my camera. I apologize. Everybody's gonna be like, is this our eyes or is it just her bad video skills? It's me. It's me. I take the blame. But yeah, I really wanted to note that I'm having a hard moment and I can feel it, like all over my body, feel it. Like I'm just buzzing, my whole body's buzzing. My heart's beating fast. I feel warm. I feel lightheaded. But it's fine. It's fine. I just need to do a little wing. Like I don't need to try too hard. I feel like I'm already gonna get judged and people are gonna stare at me. So I need to just not Amy Winehouse myself with these wings. No, we're not channeling Amy Winehouse today. We're trying to keep it simple. We're trying to not draw attention to ourselves. Don't drag it up today, Emily. Don't drag it up today. But why? Why not? So I'm trying to reflect on a few positives to kind of calm myself down. And I think it's working. But, you know, I'm reflecting on how lucky I am that I even get the opportunity to do this with my kids. There's a lot of parents out there that have to work like around the clock. And I remember when I was working full-time, it was really difficult for me to ever get to anything with my kids because I only had one day off. So, you know, getting the opportunity to spend this time with my kids is really lucky. It's really lucky. A lot of parents don't have that luxury. You know, they don't get to be there. They don't get to, and they would love it. And my husband worked really, really hard. Like, really hard around the clock. He's never not working. And that's why I have this luxury. And not everybody gets that. So I feel really thankful. And for the people who don't have that luxury, I really feel for you. Because I remember when I didn't. And it sucked. It sucked really, really bad. So I'm definitely, hats off. Hats off. For sure. So I got my face beat. Now I'm gonna put clothes on and maybe do my hair. I think it's still wet though, so I don't know. So I'm a little too big for these pants, but I like them. They were a little tight. They'll stretch. They'll stretch out. It'll be fine. It'll be totally cool. It's not going to be a big deal. I'm still a little bigger than I was before I had Lucy, and I'm happy about it. I feel good. I'm trying not to focus on any of the crazy things that, you know, we tend to focus on as women, but I'm still a little poochy in the front, but that's just real life. That's just real life, folks. But I feel good. I feel good. Your body fluctuates, especially after you have a kid. Also, look how full my my laundry basket is. But that's just the way the world works. But these are the ones I think I'm wearing. They're super cute. They're vintage Levi's somethings, right? No. What? I've been living a lie. These aren't Levi's at all. But they are retro, so. That's exactly how I feel about it, Lucy. That's exactly how I feel about it.
You know, you can go a little higher than jump off.
There's a rock wall, and there's floaty, jumpy jumps, and I'm nervous.
I'm not.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. And I think there's animals in cages somewhere, which...
Pony!
That's dark. So we made it. And I'm just hanging out in my safe space with my baby. I hope the hot dogs are good. I could go for a big wiener loose. Yeah. As long as it's corona free. You know what I'm saying? So here I am again in my car. Lucy needed some milk, some milky milk. Put your milk in my cocoa bowl, milky milk. Sorry. So my kids are on the rock wall. It's hot as hell out here. The hot dogs are gray, but the people are really nice. Like I didn't put on my mean face good enough. I'm being talked to a lot, but the people are really nice. Everybody's nice. I've made friends with this one old woman. We talked about hair, and we talked about how kids own your soul and all kinds of stuff. So far, it's not so bad. But I'm ready to go home. So, yeah. So I'm home from the spring break party or whatever that was. And I've been home now for a few hours. Super excited when I got home because my husband mopped the floors while I was gone. Little Miss is pretty frustrated because her schedule's off because we've been gone all day. But ultimately, it wasn't so bad. Ultimately, you know, I freaked out. I was having a really hard time before I got there. But then once I got there, it wasn't so bad. Having my kids with me always helps. It's probably, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to say, but I always feel more confident and comfortable when my kids are with me. And then also, you know, everybody was really nice. I can't complain about it. It was definitely me. It was all me. It's never anybody else. It's just me. But I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for going. The boys had a really good time. Lucy chilled the whole time. If you guys want to see some of the pictures, you can hit up my Instagram. I share a lot of life and daily photos there. But I think for Tuesday, I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of pushing myself today. And I feel really blessed to have such a great teammate in my life that, you know, I'm able to do this. And then he's doing things that help out the family while I'm taking the kids somewhere, and it's just, I got a good feeling. I'm trying to soak up all the good feels, but I'm proud of myself. So now I'm gonna go have some coffee, and it's 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna get some coffee, and me and the fam bam are gonna relax and chill outside because it's really beautiful in Texas right now. It's warm, no mosquitoes, so that's what I'm gonna do. So for Tuesday, I hope your guys' Tuesday is going as good as mine, and you are getting over those hard challenges, and I'm rooting for you, and I love your faces. So here's to Tuesday. Hello, are we there? Are we rolling? Are we on? Hello, doll fam. It is Wednesday, and it is 7 o'clock, and I'm having more coffee. So today I went to the grocery store with all of the kids, and it wasn't that bad. My kids are pretty awesome. Sometimes they can make it go a little bit longer. If you have ever taken a kid to the grocery store, you know it's a nightmare. Like, they want everything, they touch everything, and in the era of the coronavirus, you don't want your kids touching things, you know, out in the masses, because it's gross. No, I've always been that way. I'm always the type that's carried around teeny tiny cans of Lysol and hand sanitizer and wipes. I don't like germs. I don't like gross. It's gross. It's not what we do. My husband is 10 times more than... Well, the first time we hung out, the first time ever, and we stayed in this hotel, he couldn't touch anything until we went and bought a can of Lysol to spray the room. And it's funny because he thought I was going to judge him and think he was weird, and I totally understood. I was like, no, let's go do that, because ew, right? Lots of people. Ew, let's go get some Lysol. So we've both just kind of been those types of people. But let me tell you, when I got to the grocery store, it's exactly like on Facebook. And I know that because the woman in front of me was taking a picture to put on Facebook. There's no toilet paper. There's no cleaning supplies. It's craziness. The corona has definitely gone to everyone's brain, whether they are positive for it or not. That's all I have to say. It's pure craziness. Everything is gone. And in my opinion, I lived through swine flu, and I lived through Ebola, and I lived through all of that. And I'm not saying those were not serious and did not affect people in serious ways. I just think that it's crazy how every time something like this happens, it's like it's brand new. It's like nobody learned anything from the situation beforehand. But I think it's the things that people tend to focus on and obsess over in situations like these are so weird. It's so weird. It's like they're gonna buy more of it because they're gonna use more of it. I mean, once you're cleaning, like, do you not clean already? Do you not do all those things already? Why do you need a cornucopia of Clorox? It's weird. It's a crazy. I feel like all of us are so triggered by things that get posted on social media, and everybody is about, like, trendy. Everything is trendy, whether it's, you know, a meme, whether it's a product, whether it's a show. Things are so trendy, and it's like as soon as you see it on social media, it's like people immediately start all behaving the same way. It's just crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot of seriousness in situations like these, 100%. But I think that people are just strange. I mean, I'm strange. I'm not judging them. I just don't understand them. But I don't really, I mean, that's not saying much. So far, this week for spring break hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad at all. Other than the small panic attack of yesterday that we survived, we got through. We saw that we could, and we could succeed, and that is what we did. Yes. And today, again, back out in the masses. Every day this week. This is how I see things when my contacts aren't in right now. I'm so frustrated with this camera. But yeah, I mean, I'm proud of myself. This week has been pretty productive as far as like mom stuff, but I'm good at mom stuff. I love mom stuff. My kids are my best friends. My best friends. I realized yesterday when we were driving to the park, Ben asked me this one question about something kind of from, like, it was like a pop culture something. And then when I answered him, I didn't just answer his question, I proceeded to give him all the tea. All of the tea. He got all of it. And then I was realizing, you don't care about any of this. Like, he's just sitting back there zoned out. And I'm like, what am I doing? But they're my best friends. Like, them and my husband, like, you guys gotta hear it. I'm sorry. I love y'all. And I want to share everything that I know with you. And a lot of it's stuff that they don't really give a shit about. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not changing. So I hope as of this hump day, your guys' weeks are going amazing. That you're getting through, that you're adjusting, that you're doing your thing. I'm getting pizza tonight, so I'm really excited about that. It's been a good day because I'm getting pizza and I have little donuts out there. I bought some little donuts, so I'm excited. It's gonna be, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna watch The Masked Singer. My kids love The Masked Singer, so, you know, you gotta enjoy the simple things. But till then, if you guys want to join the original OG Doll Fam Monday Coffee with the Doll mug, you can get one from my friends at Forever Above Me. They're an awesome fam to join as well, kin to the Doll Fam, and you can find links below, so be sure that you check them out. If you want to get a mug like this, make sure you send it over to me so I can make sure I tell you how much I love your face. So, cheers to a happy Wednesday, Doll Fam. I love you. So Wednesday's starting off fun. So far, my kid's dog ate one of my vintage repurposed mink slippers that my friend made me and sent me from her amazing company. I'll put the link below. I just can't talk about it. I'm so upset. Like, I'm so devastated. When my friends have businesses and they make these amazing products and they send them to me, I feel so blessed because they're trusting me to handle their brand and to represent them and to you know, talk about what they're passionate about and get to be a part of it. And when they send me a product, like, that's out of their pocket, and I don't know, it really upsets me to lose that, because it's like treasure that my friends have given me that so it's gone, and I'm upset. Also, Facebook reminded me that this time last year, an entire group of pinup girls was trying to cancel me and frame me as a racist, because that's what you do now. If you want to cancel somebody you don't like or try to like ruin their life, you just say they're racist. That's the easy way out. Everybody's racist. Everybody's an asshole. If you're racist, everybody's like, I can't have anything to do with you. Yeah, that didn't work well for them. That didn't work well for them at all. But Lucy just went down for a nap, so I'm going to try and do a video showcasing the palette that changed my life in the highlighter game that Anastasia Beverly Hills is re-releasing. It's the Nicole Guerrera palette. I think it's Nicole Glow. I don't know. It's on my Instagram and it's all over Anastasia, but it's the best palette, highlighting palette. So I wanted to kind of create a fun video and just be creative, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do a photo set in this look. So multitasking. My kids are out back hunting bugs because they've been watching a YouTuber by the name of Brave Wilderness, Coyote Peterson. So they're out catching bugs to study them and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get started. Hopefully I can get this done before Lulu wakes up. Fingers crossed. Alright, so I have my setup. I'm going to do some clips, basically, is what I do. So I get all my product laid out in front of me on the sink. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to film myself putting on my highlighter. And I film it in little clips, so that way when I go into editing, I put all of the little clips together. And they all kind of hit at a really, really great spot. So the more little clips, you know, kind of the more I get to work with, I get to be kind of creative with. So I have everything set up, and now that's what I'm going to do. It's kind of a one-shot thing because I want to start with a matte face and then really show the impact. And the highlighter I'm talking about is this one, Nicole Guerrero. And it was a collab palette that was like one of the most popular ever. But they weren't selling it, and they just brought it back. And I know it's the one that changed my life highlighter. It was the time that like I put it on and I could really be like, oh my god, I'm glowing. Like, it was just amazing. And they didn't pay me. I don't work for them. I'm not a part of their PR or anything like that. It's a product that I purchased that I absolutely love, and so I figure since it's back for a while, why not share it with you guys? Since I love it so much, maybe you guys can get your hands on it and love it too. But it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills. When I'm editing, hopefully I remember to put this in the bottom. But if not, Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics. There it is. Right there. So, look that up. Pause it, write it down. Write it on your arm, whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot that really quick. I have my light ring. I'm in my bathroom. My mirror is holding up my camera. I got a suction cup thing. So let's get this done before my kids smell that I'm trying to do something productive and come and ruin this. So, by the way, I didn't do my hair because I'm lazy. It looks okay. Looks sexy. So it's now almost 10 o'clock and I feel exhausted. I've had a day. It didn't start out good with my slippers being chewed up. Like, it just set the whole tone. And I was super upset about it, but, you know, shit happens. My kid was really sympathetic. He was like, I wish I could buy you more. and I'm so sorry. And he just wandered around the house like worried because I cried. I'm not even gonna lie. It was too much. It really upset me. And I cried a little bit. And my kid was worried about me, and he was following me around. And I just told him, I was like, it happens. It sucks. And I'm upset about it. But, you know, I gotta get over it. I just gotta be in my feels right now and then realize that, you know, it is what it is. Just like anything else. I try to use every situation that I'm put in as some type of life lesson, especially for my oldest. Because Charlie is only 6. He doesn't care about anything. He's so busy just flitting around. But with Ben, I try to always use everything to try and, I don't know, instill some type of wisdom in him. So I used me crying and being upset to try and distract him and give him this in-depth lesson on when you lose something important to you. But it was a long day. Lucy wasn't having it. I tried to create some content. And I didn't get everything that I wanted. I got a little bit, but she would not let me film this last piece. And then, the little boy from across the street, as soon as I got her laid down for a nap, the little boy knocked on the door and was like, my dad was going to text you and see if I could come play, but then he just told me to come knock on the door. And I was like, yes, thank you. So it's like anything that I tried to do today was just, no. It just wasn't happening. It was not happening. And I still had, like, I was trying to work on that content and I still needed to get done like, the house was a mess. The dishes were piling up. Like, it was just one thing after the next. Is the only way to put it. And it was very overwhelming. And I have that anxious feeling that I'm not being efficient. And my routines are a big deal for me. Like, I do things in a certain way, and when I can't do that, I get really uncomfortable. Like, I have to do things a very specific way every day because it's my routine, and stepping outside that, I struggle with that. Like, it is what it is, and that's the reality of it, and it may or may not be a positive or good thing, but, I mean, it's the truth. So I try to not let things like that bother me or make me feel anxious, but I feel like I always lose. But today we weren't getting anywhere. Like, there was just no getting anywhere. And then my kid's school called because school's canceled next week. Just like everything else because of the coronavirus. I feel like, I don't know, I talked a little bit about it yesterday because when we went to the grocery store, there really was no toilet paper. There was no, like, people are just cleaning things out because they think they're going to be stuck at home, I guess. And it's better to be prepared than not prepared. But I just feel like this is such a, like, the panic is what's going to be the worst part. Like, I don't even feel like the actual issue is going to, I mean, and they keep saying that, you know, it's a low risk, but then you have other people saying it's super serious, and so you got to find that balance, that middle ground of you know, where you need to be. But it's freaking crazy the way people behave. This is like, it's like they've never seen any type of apocalyptic movie or any type of anything. They just all, like, automatically, it's like, let's just buy everything up. And a lady on my Facebook, she had a good point. It's like, what about the people who are struggling that can't just go out and buy hundreds and hundreds of dollars of stock in food, and toilet paper is apparently a hot commodity. Like, what are they supposed to do? They can't go out until next payday, or people they're just so selfish. They just go buck wild at the drop of a hat and are like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. You want to be prepared. It's like shit gets scary, and it just blows my mind. It blows my mind how, I don't know, people see stuff on Facebook and they just panic, and they all have to make sure that they can post their pictures, that they're on the trendy train. I don't know. I've always thought going places was overrated, so Like, I don't plan on going anywhere now any more than I did before the coronavirus. So that's the truth. But for now, I'm pretty wiped out. I got a lot of editing to do. I don't know if I'm going to try to focus on any of that tonight. But right now I'm going to get in the shower and just chill. You know, today was shit. What am I going to do about it? Nothing, because it's over. And it's just one of the days that fill my week and not all of the days that fill my week. And tomorrow will definitely be a new start and we'll just try again. So for now, we're getting in the shower. Kids are happy. Kids are bathed. They hunted bugs all day. They're all sleeping. Like, it's good. We're good. Tomorrow's another day. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic week and love your faces. Hi, how are ya? And this light really feels like it's judging me. I need some sunglasses or something. It's so bright. What's up, doll fam? It is Saturday night at 9 o'clock and I'm just now filming my final thought for Monday Coffee this week because it's been one of those weeks where less has gotten done than I expected. So I'm feeling a little frazzled, a little raw by Saturday. I said I didn't want to film during the weekends, but I was not able to get this done on Friday. I didn't get anything shot on Friday. I was going to, but it's one of those weeks. Spring break week, and you know, you're trying to do all the things that you usually do during the week when your kids are at school, but they're here. So it's just non-stop from sunup till sundown. But Lucy is asleep, so I wanted to sit down, kind of finish up this week and talk about, you know, whatever it is we talk about and close out the show. So I feel like I really pushed myself at the beginning of the week and then I lost it kind of at the end of the week, to say the least. I think, you know, the beginning of this week, it being spring break, the kids being home from school, I started out Monday and Tuesday. We were out. We were at the park. We were, you know, we went to that event that I had nearly a panic attack and breakdown before, and turns out I survived. And then, you know, it just kind of started slowing down, and I think that that's pretty common. You know, we can have like really good highs and then all of a sudden there's a low that was unexpected, and I think that sometimes it can be shocking when you go from one to the other so dramatically and you were doing so good and then how did I get here? But I think what is important is to remember that at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. You know, you did all that you could, and I've talked about this in the past, that some of the things that really help me is to really stop and evaluate the moment that I'm in, and then always take it back to my bed, my safe space. I've said it again in the past that if I'm going through something or I'm having a hard time getting ready to achieve something, or I have to push myself, I always remind myself that no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm going to be in my bed and I'm going to be reflecting on the things that I did that day, and do I want to be reflecting on how I didn't push myself, or I didn't try, or you know, I bailed. I said I was washing my hair when I wasn't really washing my hair, like, or do I want to be like, you know what, I was scared, I had, you know, this issue, this anxiety attack, this problem, but I did it, and I may have failed at it, or I may have succeeded at it, or I may have just kind of done mediocre, whatever the case may be, I still did it. And I would rather be able to lay there and think I did it than have that guilt of I didn't follow through with something, or I let somebody down. Or my biggest thing is my social anxiety eats away at me. Like, I'll immediately like accept something or something will come up that I need to go to, and in the moment it'll be fine, yeah, because I have this big long time before the actual event, and everything will be great until like the day or two before, and then I'll pretend like nothing is happening until the day or two before, and then like the day before I'll be panicking and just trying to figure out how to get out of whatever this thing is, because there's no way I can stomach actually going through with it, right? I freak out. And you know, there's been times in the past that I'm not proud of, and I can't go. I can't force myself to go. I'm so beside myself and just sick, just absolutely sick with anxiety that I'm gonna have to go to this public thing, and I'll find a way to get out of it. And I'm never proud. That's not a proud moment. When I go to bed, I'm like, I'm eating away, and it just adds to it, right? That just makes it 10 times worse. I'm laying there, I'm like, great, I let myself down, I let what else was involved down, I didn't do my best, I didn't try, blah, blah, like, it's just everything. And so I think at the beginning of the week, I really pushed myself, and I did good. And then I lost it. And then my slipper got ate. It's like as soon as my slipper got ate, my entire week just went downhill. So I had some really good days, and then I had some days that they kicked my butt. So, you know, if you're a mom, or even a dad, a single dad, you know that I feel like it's just one thing after the next. So I'll be trying to get something done, and then somebody will need something else, and it'll just keep pushing it further and further back. And like I said, I'm really picky about my routines, which help keep me calm. So when I'm not being able to like follow through with those, I get super anxious, and I really struggle. I really struggle, and it really throws me off. And Lucy has not wanted to be put down at all this week. Like, she just wants to be where the boys are and watching them, and so she's not taking even her little tiny naps. So I always have her, and it makes it hard. But I think that this is a good way of continuing my blogs, and I hope that you guys like them. I hope that you guys are liking this new style of Monday coffee. I feel like they're more organic and more raw. Sometimes, you know, like the other night, I tried to film Friday night, but I couldn't. And then I went into the bathroom, because that's a quiet space for me, with my camera, and I was like, I'm gonna do, you know, maybe a final thought for the week, and I just, as soon as I got in there, my camera went dead, and I was like, it's just, I can't get anything done. So I just filmed it on my phone, and it was just a moment. It was in that moment how I was feeling. I wanted to share it, and you guys know, with the doll fam, sharing is caring. So the more I share, the more you can feel kind of like you're not alone, and maybe we'll get further together than apart, right? That's the whole point of the doll fam. But I hope you guys are enjoying these. I'm enjoying making them. I think that they're kind of cool and fun, and they show different elements, and it's hard being a content creator that went from just being a pinup model, and that's why everybody followed me, to something that I think I've grown into, because that's what we do as humans. You know, we don't always stay in the same journey. We evolve, we find new things, and I went from being just a pinup model to a full-blown, I guess, YouTuber, blogger thing. I don't know. I guess the only other crazy thing to really document this week is that it's been fun on the internet with the whole coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what else to say about that other than what I've already said this week. Like when I went to the store, it really is exactly how it looks on Facebook, and there is absolutely nothing left at the store. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's like these people have never seen like a zombie apocalypse movie or like an end of the world movie. Like, you don't want to be that person, do you? Like, we all know how it ends for that person. That selfish, greedy, like, just has to hoard everything because they're panicked that they're not going to have what they need, or it never ends well for those people. They always die without honor. Is that where you want to be when COVID comes to your door? You want to get the COVID and not even have any honor? It's not going to matter you have all that toilet paper if you got the COVID. You know what I mean? At least have the COVID with some pride and some honor. and caring about other people who can't get out and pack rat things, like older people and people that are caretakers and people with medical conditions and you know, people who don't have help. There's so many people out there that are waiting for that next check, or only get paid once a month, or, you know, they don't have a car, they don't have transportation, they're relying on other people. Like, there's so many reasons that you don't need to be a hoarder when it comes to that. Like, get your emotions in check. It's going to be okay if we all work together. But you are that person that nobody roots for in the zombie apocalypse movie. Don't be that person. I know it's a little scary. I gotcha. But geez. I just think about, like, all of the older generation when they finally can get to the store and there's nothing there. And you caused it. Think about somebody else. I don't know. It drives me crazy. I have a hard time dealing with that mentality in any time. So in situations like this, it's really heightened and everybody's just going nutso. And it's all over my Facebook feed. If you're the people that are buying all the toilet paper, how dare you? And I'm like, it wasn't me. Like, I didn't do it. Like, what are you talking about? Or people that are like going all the way to the baby section and buying up all of the baby wipes, and it's like people who actually have babies that need them, and it's crazy. It's crazy. The way people respond and react is always shocking. It's always shocking and disappointing. It is disappointing. You think that, like, people would learn and grow and evolve, and it's just like they just all have that copycat mentality that they see one person doing it, so then everybody feels like they have to do it, because if they're doing it, I need to do it. And if that's what's going on, I need to make sure. And it's like, just calm down, think for yourself. No copycatting. And then it just causes this panic. And then we have shortages, and I don't know. Something else is going to come along. I think that it's always smart to be prepared and be aware. You need to be aware, and then base your reactions off of all of that real knowledge, and don't just panic and do what you see other people doing on social media, especially since so many things on social media are bullshit. Like, they're just totally fake, trolled, made up posts that some asshole thought would be funny, and they put it out there, and that's the thing that went viral, and it does more harm than good. So, like, really look at what you're feeding on social media in these situations, and make sure you're not just cramming a bunch of fake news and a bunch of bullshit, you know, into your brain that's going to make you panic and not even going to help you. So keep in mind for that. But I do think, I think that this is probably going to be another one of those things that kind of just, but it is serious for some people. There's some people that are definitely dealing with a more serious aspect of this, people who have had it, people who have died of it. That is a very serious part of it. I just think that the reaction that we're getting from everybody else because of that is what's going to be detrimental in more so than the actual issue, because I think the issue is going to be under control, and I think that it's going to be figured out. But the way, like, everybody's behaving, like, you're in control of getting that in check. That's your responsibility. So a lot of you need to get in check. But that's all. That's really all I have to say for the doll's final thoughts of Monday Coffee Thieves of the Days. Clearly I watched too much Jerry Springer, because my closeout is my final thought. But Jerry. Like always, our sponsors that you guys need to make sure that you check out is the ever amazing NC Fizzy Treats Bath and Body, who specializes in all natural CBD skincare and goodness. I wanted to showcase these little babies that I'm holding on to when I get some of that me time that people talk about. I'm not sure when that happens, but eventually. I think by the time Lucy's like probably 10, that's when I'll be able to use these. But these are two of her newer bath fizzies, and these both have 50 milligrams full spectrum CBD, and they smell absolutely freaking amazing. But her Bath and Body products are easily some of the best I have ever used. I have never felt so magical getting out of bathtub in my life after I soaked in one of her bath fizzies. It's absolutely amazing. They smell great, you feel great, but also what's great about it is that you can contact her and she can create things specially for you. So if you have allergies, if there's things that you just don't like, things that you need like special attention, she can definitely hook you up. And she also has a men's beard care line, so check her out for that. She also has her and her husband have an amazing herbal type of shop, as you will, and she has all the knowledge in any and everything CBD goodness. So if you have CBD questions or you have kratom questions, you can definitely hit them up. All of their links are below, so be sure that you go give them some love because they are an absolutely amazing brand. You will not regret reaching out to her with really anything CBD questions, bath and body questions, whatever they are. So also, if you guys want to get one of the original Monday Coffee with the Doll Fam mugs, you can hit up my friends at Forever Above Me. They are an amazing company and an amazing brand to follow as well. They are part of the Doll Fam, and you guys should definitely check them out. So links below to get one of these, and also they have a lot of awesome things to offer, so be sure to check them out. That's going to wrap up this show. Be sure to give this video a like and also make sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not. I would really appreciate a share of my video if you feel like it has helped or inspired you at all. Here at the Doll Fam, we are all about sharing and caring and spreading the Doll Fam love. So bring some more people in because group hugs are better with more arms. And probably more grabby and cringy. Yeah, let's not do that. No actual touching, just like through the internet touching where it's safe and COVID-19 free. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Be sure to check below for lots of other fun links to get a hold of me or follow any of my other social feeds. I absolutely positively love your faces, and like always, please remember that these are the days that fill our week. Make them as amazing as you are. Bye.